Hey Brian, Eric, and the rest of the PRX team. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Colin Bergenshaw. I'm the inventor of Nomax, which is a portable Swiss Army knife for all fitness levels. In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating how to set up Nomax, the versatility of the tool, and why 14 gyms and 2 physical therapy clinics have already purchased the second version of this, which I plan on launching in Q4 of 2018 for approximately $249. I absolutely love y'all's racks. I hope that upon y'all's review, you guys will consider selling version 2 in conjunction with the PRX racks. To set up Nomax, we're going to begin by removing the anchor from the side of the pouch. And we're going to be putting the long tail over the bar and inserting the cam buckle in through the loop and cinching up. We're going to do it on both sides. Cinching up. From here, we're going to further unzip the pouch and bring out the static and resistance bands and attaching them to the 6-inch loop that's down at the bottom. Like so. From here, you can, by simply pressing on the cam buckle, you can adjust the height to desire, making them level on both sides, and then zipping up the pouches. Right off the bat, you'll see that there's 3 pairs of resistance bands encased in a shroud with webbing. So the red band is 40 pounds worth of resistance, the black band is 20 pounds worth of resistance, and the blue band is 10 pounds worth of resistance. And then the shroud keeps everything together and also serves as the static suspension component. I've been a personal trainer for 9 years now, and what you typically find in a gym is you'll find a suspension trainer and a resistance loop band and resistance bands attached to the pull-up bar. What you typically won't find in home gyms or smaller gyms are stationary cardio equipment like treadmills, rowers, and equipment like that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm detaching the suspension part of Nomax, and right off the bat what I'm able to do from here is I'm able to do stationary cardio. I'm also able to do explosive type exercises, dynamic movements, and then the big selling point for physical therapists and personal trainers is the ability to offload patients' weights and clients' weights for push-ups, pull-ups, and physical therapists' favorite exercise, the assisted squat. So with geriatrics, overweight individuals, and injured, typically they have low back pain, hip problems, knee problems. What it's able to do is it offloads their weight. As they get stronger, they can decrease or increase the amount of resistance or assistance that they'd like. For additional support, they can grab onto the handles to help bring them up if they need to. So that really makes up the big component of the belt. So what I'm doing is I'm taking out the belt. Now the same handles that were used for the assisted squats, I'm going to bring that handle down and attach it down to the carabiner at the bottom. I'm going to remove the 40-pound red band. And now I'm going to go into resistant flies, chest press, tricep extensions. Now typically what you'll find, like I said before, are suspension trainers. By simply clipping in the static line, you go straight into suspension exercises. So, as you've noticed, Nomax is a belt. For resisted runs, which you typically find people doing, is taking a resistance loop band or resistance band and putting around their waist to resisted runs with a partner. What I'm doing is I'm detaching from the top and clipping this in to the back of the belt on the on the D-ring. Now, how this is safer and more comfortable is with the resistance bands. When you do resisted runs, it starts to chafe and start to burn on the ASIS. On top of that too, since those bands typically are not covered in sheaths, you run the risk of popping them whenever you're running. So this allows for both comfort and safety. Now on the front of the belt, you will see handles that were sewn in. Now these were initially designed for assisted pull-ups and pull-ups on a tree limb, but what I've been using these for, which it still can do, but what I've been using these for are for partner exercises and group workouts, and with personal trainers wanting to be working out with their partners. So, what Nomax offers, what typical suspension trainers don't, are stationary cardio, dynamic movements, assisted exercises across the board, and the ability to quickly change between static suspension training to resistance band that's variation. Now I've sold into, of this version, I've sold into 14 gyms and 2 physical therapy clinics. The reason why is that I'm basically trying to find cheaper sources for bands, which I believe I found in China. I'm currently just waiting to receive a prototype before I do mass production. When it comes to storage, what these guys are doing is simply putting it across the bar and putting it out of the way. So with the PRX rack, they're still able to do their the chest press, still able to do their squats, and it won't interfere. Now, typical questions that I get about the product are the safety of the bands. So these bands do have a protective sheath on them. When they fully elongate, it'll stop. They can, with a ton of force, and you have to be trying, you can break them. I've not experienced that yet, but I know it can be done. The average brake strength on everything else is 1,200 pounds. I put a weight limit of 300, so I have a safety factor of 4. When it comes to the material, I use a 1,000 denier Cadora, which is phenomenal for abrasive resistance, which you'll typically find in motorcycle jackets. The metal is 3/16 stainless steel, so it's great for outdoor use. It can get wet, and you won't have any challenges with that. As for warranties, they are for a 1-year warranty. Guys, if you have any other questions, my contact information is below. Thank you so much for taking the time to review this product and determine whether or not you'd like to sell it with your PRX racks. Thanks.